welcome back to another video from Study Buddy. In this video, we're going to be discussing number 11 from the 2020 AMC8 test. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and get started. After school, Maya and Naomi headed to the beach, 6 miles away. Maya decided to bike, while Naomi took a bus. The graph below shows their journeys, indicating the time and distance traveled. What was the difference in miles per hour between Naomi's and Maya's average speeds? Okay. So we've got this graph, and it may look a little bit complicated, but what really is happening here is we're just showing the distance that they have traveled after a certain amount of time. And so we see that both of them make it to the beach, which is 6 miles away. So both of them end up traveling 6 miles. But they accomplish this by traveling at different speeds, which means that they will have different times that they took to get there. So we have 30 minutes and 10 minutes. And so all of this looks pretty complicated on this graph, but it's not a big deal because we just have to remember what the definition of average speed is, or the formula for this. Okay, and so average speed is going to be calculated by taking the total distance, the total distance, and dividing that by the total time. Okay, so we can calculate the average speed for both Naomi and Maya. So let's start with Maya's average speed. So average speed of Maya, so A sub m, is equal to the total distance, which is 6 miles, divided by the total time. So for Maya, she took 30 minutes to get there. Now, we may think we're done, but if we look at the last sentence of the question, we want to know the difference in miles per hour. So we can either find the difference in miles per minute first, and then calculate by converting to miles per hour, or we can do the conversion to miles per hour first for each of them, which I think is going to be a little bit easier. So let's take a look at how we would do that. So this is equal to 6 miles over 30 minutes, and we want miles per hour as our answer. So miles per hour just means miles over hours. And so what do we have to multiply by? Just looking at the units. So we have to change minutes to hours, so we have to have minutes on top, so that'll cancel top and bottom. And on the bottom, we have to put in hours so that we get hours in our answer. And so the conversion is we have 60 minutes for every 1 hour. So that's how we're going to do this. We're going to cancel 30 and 60, leaving us 2 up top. And then everything else, actually the units will cancel as well, minutes and minutes. And so we multiply the numerators, we get 12 miles per 1 hour, or 12 miles per hour. Okay, awesome. So now we have the average speed for Maya. So let's go over here on the left side and we'll find the average speed of Naomi. And so the total distance traveled by Naomi is the same, 6 miles. And the time that she took instead this time is going to be 10 minutes instead of 30. But we're going to do the conversion the exact same way. So we're going to say 6 miles divided by 10 minutes. And we're going to multiply it by 60 minutes divided by 1 hour. And the minutes are going to cancel again. 10 is going to cancel with 60, leaving us with 6 up top this time. And so our answer, let's put an equal sign there as well. And so our answer is going to be 36 miles per hour. All right, so we have a value for A sub n and for A sub m. And so they want to know the difference between their average speeds. And so let's take a look at this. We have A sub n minus A sub m, okay? And this is going to be 36 miles per hour minus 12 miles per hour. And this is just going to give us 24 miles per hour. Okay, so 24 is the answer we're looking for, giving us answer choice E. So take a look. We have our units miles per hour here. We don't need them for this question, but keep in mind that it's always a really good idea to keep your units consistent and also to do the unit analysis to make sure all of your units make sense. Because when you have the right units, more often than not, you have the right number to go with it as well. So always make sure you're checking your units. So this was number 11 from the 2020 AMC8 test.